What's good, y'all? It's your girl Kyla back again with another video, and today, as you see by the title, I got a good one for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how I got a sugar daddy. Well, pretty much how I handle having a sugar daddy, because I really didn't get a sugar daddy. He kind of found me. But we're gonna get into that in a second. But first, y'all, if y'all aren't already, go subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any more videos. So basically, I was at work one day, and one of my jobs at work is to go out and get carts and bring them back into the store. Simple enough. So I was doing that one night, not expecting anything, and this guy comes up to me, and he had already come through the store, and it had been like 30 minutes. I had noticed him when he came in, which is why I thought it was a little weird when he came up to me, and it was like half an hour later and he had come up to talk to me. And I was like, okay. So he basically came up and was like, "You have such pretty nails." And I was like, "Thank you." And y'all, don't talk about my nails right now, but at the time my nails were done. You know, I normally stay on top of stuff like that. Like, I always pretty much have my nails done, but y'all don't talk about me because I got a nail appointment on Wednesday. Period. He pretty much was telling me how he makes a lot of money a year and how he lives in Augusta and he wanted to try and get to know me better. And I was like, first of all, this man is like maybe 30 years older than me. Like, I could tell in his face that he was a lot older than me. Like, he looked about like between my dad and my grandfather's age. And I was like, red flag, red flag. If an old man comes up to talk to you guys, don't listen to him. Like, despite what I'm about to tell you guys, don't do it. I don't tell him anything other than the fact that I'm like my age, and that's it. Like, that's all, because I'm pretty much trying to tell him like, you're way too old for me. But he did not want to hear any of that. Like, he was not having that. He was like, "Oh, well, I can just be like your friend out here that takes care of you." And I was like at the moment, I was not thinking anything about him wanting to like give me money or pay for things for me at all. Like, y'all see that stuff flying in my room? Ew. I just cleaned it. I like dusted, so I don't know. Ew. But anyways, y'all, at the time I was thinking nothing of it, like not even in the slightest bit. Like, I thought he was just some creepy guy trying to get in my pants, and I was not having that. But he gave me his business card, and I was like, okay. Like, he didn't give me his number, he gave me his business card, and it had his email on it, and he told me to email him. So I was like, okay. After a lot of deliberation, like a lot, like I didn't answer him for like a week, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll go on the little, I didn't call it a date, I was like, I'll go on the little hangout with you and I'll talk to you a little bit, because he offered to pay for my food. You know, he told me to choose a restaurant. I was pretty much okay with the fact of going on the hangout with him. And I brought one of my friends with me, because I was like, I'm not going to go with him without one of my friends. And I brought my taser, so I was pretty much set. Like, if he even tried the slightest bit of anything,
oh, try me, bitch.
So the day comes around where I go to the hangout, and he basically tells me that like he likes dating and having the company of a younger woman. And that's when I was kind of like, okay. I just could tell like he was like not even close to what I wanted. Like, no, I would never date someone that old. Like, ew. At that moment, like, I didn't think he was gonna give me a lot of money or anything. But he walks me out to my car, he sees my friend, he says hey to my friend, and I thought that was kind of weird, but whatever. And then he tells me to come to the back of my car. Like, I'm opening the door to get into my car to leave, and he like tells me to come to the back of my car so he can tell me something. And I'm like, oh my god, like, ew. Like, I thought he was gonna tell me like something creepy, like he was gonna whisper some creepy stuff in my ear or something, and I was like, no. But I go to the back of the car anyways, and he basically tells me like, do you need anything? And y'all, pay attention to this part, because it is a reoccurrence. Like, he asked me, do I need anything? And I'm like, anything like what? And he's like, do you need any money? And I'm like, do I need any money? I always need money. Like, and that's what he ended up doing. He was like, okay, well, I have to go do something real quick. You should come back and I can wash your car, because apparently he thought my car was like really dirty for some reason. I was like, okay. But he was like, yeah, let me wash your car for you at a car wash, not manually, because he's too over that, and we can meet up and I can just give you some cash. And I was like, bet. Like, I'm not gonna pass up on the opportunity to get some free money. Like, are you crazy? So like 2 hours went by. I went back to meet him and he gave me like $260. And I was like, what? I went to lunch with this person one time. He probably didn't even know my last name and he gave me almost $300. I was like, okay, maybe I can get to know this guy a little better. I went home that weekend, then I came back and like a week went by and he texted me and was like, can we meet up again? And I was like, sure. I just gotta bring my friend with me and we have to go to a public place like how we did before. So this time we ended up going to a different restaurant and he ended up paying for my food and whatnot. And he ended up asking me again. He said, do you need anything? And I was like, last time I said yes and I got almost $300 out of him. So yes, I do need something. I need some money. Ended up telling him that and gave me like $200 more. So I was like, okay, I get the drill now. This went on for like 2 months and then the quarantine hit. Like, college is shut down, everything. So I had to come back home for a couple months and I'm still home now. And I figured that that was like gonna be the end all say all, like we were gonna end it right there. But he texted me, he was like, whenever you find yourself in Augusta again, you know, just let me know. And I was like, okay, when I go back, I'll definitely do that. But I wanted to take a couple months. Maybe he would forget about me throughout these couple months, focus on himself, his health and all that stuff during coronavirus. But he didn't. He's like, do you need anything? I'm like, yes, I do need something. And he does it again. So I pretty much ended up getting like $800 off of this guy. Oh, and I forgot, he Western Union me some money for my birthday. So, and I'll like insert a message, a couple of our messages right here. But yeah, that was another thing. So I pretty much got like close to $1,000 off of him. And he came up to me. He found me. But I pretty much like cut it off with him. Like I kind of ghosted him. I feel kind of bad for saying I ghosted him, but I did. Because it just got to a point where like I felt like I was taking advantage of him. Even though he kind of knew what he was getting himself into, and I did too. I just felt wrong at the end of the day for doing it. So I couldn't, and I kind of regret it because I liked the money. He was great. He just wanted to take things to the next level, and I didn't, of course. So that was the reason why I didn't go any further with him. But yeah, guys, so that's my sugar daddy story, and I hope that it helps you guys. If you're thinking about getting a sugar daddy, please be careful, because I do not want to tell you to go out and meet some random old man and you end up getting kidnapped. I wouldn't trust people off Instagram because half of them are scammers, if not all of them. But yeah, guys, it is a risk that you're going to have to take, and if you want to take that risk, then take that risk. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and story time of how I met my sugar daddy. Yeah, so about that, if I'm gonna tell y'all about my sugar daddy experience, I gotta give y'all all the details. It's been about a week since I filmed my video. And you know how I told you guys that I was like done with the sugar daddy situation? Yeah, so it was like yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I get a text. And guess who it is? My sugar daddy. And obviously he has been thinking about me or something, but he texted me and was like, I just was wondering how you're doing, how you're holding up. And I just told him like I'm working a lot. I don't really have time to talk as much. You know, I didn't want to just bluntly say like, I don't really like you and you're really creepy for liking someone who's like 40 years younger than you. But I said it in a nice way. Like I said it, you know, look, I really don't have the time for this situationship or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, he has not taken that like at all, like the way I thought he would. But he ended up sending me more money yesterday, guys. Like out of the blue. And it's so funny because this morning, it is like 12:30 right now. And about an hour ago, he texted me and was like, do you want to meet up? No, the answer is no. Like, I don't want to meet up. I really don't. That's the whole reason why I cut the situation off with him. I don't want to meet him. Like, I just think the whole thing is just so weird. Like he already, like, I'm trust me, y'all. Like, I did not ask for the money. He literally just sent it to me out of the blue. Like, he asked me, like, is there anything I can do for you? And I was like, you know what? Like, you can do anything. You can do whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, it's your life. Like, and then he sends me $200 more. So I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't want him to think that, like, he has certain, like, an obligation to see me now. Like, no. And I still said no to seeing him. So I just, no. Like, no. So yeah, basically, he's probably given me close to $1,000 by now. And I've only known him for like 3 months. And it's just been a consistent, like, he'll send me like $200 like every couple of weeks. Sometimes just for no reason. Like, the first time he gave me money because it was just, like, he saw that I was working really hard at work. And he was like, you know what? Take a couple days off. I'm gonna give you some money. I didn't take the days off because I still wanted more money. But I was like, you know what? Thank you. Thanks. Like, and then he gave me some money for my birthday. Then he gave me some money yesterday for no reason. And then he gave me money just for, like, for me to get groceries and stuff like that. Just giving me money for lots of different things. And I wasn't complaining because he has paid for my nails multiple times. He's paid for my handbags. He's paid for my car note one time. He's paid for my car insurance one time. So I am not complaining, like, at all, because he is over here helping me. And I'm trying to get another car. So he even sent me money, like, towards me to get that. So not complaining. So I'm just so I told y'all that I was gonna let it go, and here I am. Like, y'all, it is not my fault. Like, he sent me money. He sent me the money. Like, I kind of, like, got roped back into it. But y'all, I don't know what to do. Like, I love the money that he's sending me. I don't need it per se, but who doesn't want free money? Like, let me know. It's just really, like, it's so easy. Like, I can literally be like, I woke up this morning, here's $200. Or I walked my dog just now. Like, it's just money. And I really don't know how to do it anymore. Like, I told myself that I was gonna cut this off completely because I really see, like, no future with this man at all. But somehow he keeps sending me money. Somehow I keep roping myself back in. And I don't really know if, like, I should stop it or not because the money is real nice. Like, the money is good. The money is really good. So I really don't know. Oh, and he paid for my Apple Watch. So I don't know. Really don't know, like, what is the best course of action for me to do. Like, should I continue this or should I just leave it alone? I guess we'll see.